Well, we have companies, multinationals, who are operating in different countries, and how and where they pay tax is calculated by, I suppose, a formula really, but a lot of those also work online. And so where the transaction happens is where tax is paid, and that transaction is an online transaction, yet the physical businesses are often based elsewhere. So that means some countries will lose out, and if there's a low corporation tax, there's a tendency to base your headquarters there. And I think we mustn't forget the impact on some of the developing countries where a loss in tax revenue is a very big consideration and has a very big impact on countries that really need that tax, even more than countries like the UK. Businesses have a really important role to play. Those that take on the fair tax mark are saying we can do business, which means we're also paying a fair rate of tax and we can compete in the marketplace. But it also is saying that they want to do it in a different way, that they understand the importance of being a good corporate citizen and making sure that some of their money is going back into the communities or the countries that they operate in, and being ethical in the way we work. And I think as well that it's important that those businesses stand together, because if they're competing with multinationals who can pay their tax advisors large amounts of money to advise them about how to reduce their tax bill, then it hits the high street. It hits those companies with physical premises in places who don't have those opportunities for avoidance. So I think it's important that we also consider in the wider context the shape of our world in future, where companies with physical presences who actually employ people locally have an important role to play in the communities in which they operate. I mean, thanks to my predecessor, Margaret Hodge, who began to shine a light on some of the tax practices in the UK, there's been rapid change on the desire by companies and governments to see more open reporting of what companies are doing on tax, what tax they're paying. There's still work to be done, but that has been a gear change in quite a short time after many years of discussing it. So I've actually seen a little bit more transparency. But in the global world, we need to see more, and that's one of the things my committee's committed to pressing for.